Did you ever imagine that you might end up as a stripper when you were a young girl?
A little bit, yeah, because when I used to see like little videos like on Musical.ly, and then when I used to watch movies, like, and I'll see like strippers, like, I'll just think that that's just so cool, like what they do, like it's just
You
dancing.
saw it as something cool.
Yeah, I liked like the little image of being a little stripper or whatever, like, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Just dancing and expressing it on the pole.
All right, Tracy.
Yes.
Tracy, where are you from originally?
I was born in Lancaster, but I was raised like in Inglewood in LA.
Tell me about your family growing up.
I grew up with like my mom, and I was the only child at first. My dad wasn't really around till I was like 9 years old. Uh, he went to jail and stuff, and my mom like kept me away from him. Then I met him when I was like 9. I was going through a lot with my mom, like a lot of like domestic violence stuff and like abuse, child abuse stuff, a lot of DCFS cases. Yeah, and then I went to go stay with my dad when I was about like, I'll say like ninth grade, 8th grade. And my mom ended up snitching on him to the police like about something he did like before I was born. And now he's been in jail since like 2021, July 29th, and he has like 6 more years. But
What is that time for? For what she told?
yeah. It was it was a case, something happened. But I think I have seven siblings. I'm the oldest. On my mom's side I have 2, my little sister and my little brother. They're 13 and 11. And then I have 5 more siblings on my dad's side. The oldest, his name is Vernon. He's currently in jail right now, in camp. And then I have like all younger. Yeah, I'm the oldest out of all my siblings, but
How would you describe your childhood in general?
kind of rough. Like, kind of rough. Yeah, I kind of went through a lot with my mom and stuff. It was kind of like a lot of trauma.
Any abuse?
Huh?
Any abuse?
Yeah, I went through a lot of abuse with my mom, and with my mom, just really.
Yeah.
My mom would abuse me, and
Was she using drugs?
no, my mom doesn't use any drugs. She doesn't drink. She doesn't smoke.
She just gets angry.
Yeah, she just gets angry, and we just didn't really have like a good relationship.
What kind of teenager were you?
I was a good kid for what I know. All I did was when I started smoking, but that was kind of because what I was going through. I didn't start smoking until I was probably like 16. And then I was getting in trouble for that, but then it just led on to like other events, like why we would be fighting and stuff. But eventually, I had defended myself with my mom because it was like out of hand. Like, I'm too grown to be getting my ass beat every day. Like, it wouldn't just be not like no regular like slap. Like, I'll get like beat up, like, and hit, and just like called out my name, like not just how a mom is supposed to treat her kid. So
Did you feel like that abuse has affected you as an adult now?
yeah, I feel like everything that I've been through as a teenager has affected me as an adult.
In what ways? Like your self-worth?
In a way, but I kind of learned to like live with it and like move on from the stuff that happened in my past, even stuff that like recent events. Like, yeah, I went through a lot of abuse like as a teenager. Yeah, and then I went to stay with my great grandma, but I ended up stopped staying there because it was just a lot of pressure on my great grandma. I was 16, living with my great grandma, so I ended up staying with a friend that I used to work with. Her mom took me in and they signed like custody papers, and it ended up not working out. I ended up getting into a relationship with the boy that I met while I was with my friend, and it was like a bad domestic violence relationship, and I was in it for like 2 years. I recently just stopped. We stopped talking probably like a couple months back, but it's like serious this time because usually I would just go back, but it got to the point where I couldn't do it no more.
More abuse?
More abuse, yeah, and then like it was just toxic like between us, like just tit for tat games, like, yeah.
Did you graduate high school?
Yeah, I graduated high school 2024.
Were there things you wanted to do with your life?
Yeah, are there things I wanted to do with my? Yeah, I've always wanted to be like a model, and then I've always wanted to be like a nail tech or a lash tech.
How old are you?
I'm only 18.
Oh, you're only 18.
Yeah, my birthday's next month, August 25th.
Wow.
Yeah.
Soft White Underbelly is about giving people a space to tell their stories, even when these stories challenge what we think we know. Ground News shows us different perspectives in the media, which is why Ground News is a perfect sponsor for my channel. In a world where algorithms censor much of the information we receive, some of the most important stories get missed from our news feeds. Ground News highlights local news from around the world, giving you an on-the-ground perspective that national coverage might miss. The app and website empowers you to form your own opinions by presenting you with every article published on any news story worldwide. My favorite part of the app is the data it gives you on each news source as you read it, such as where it leans on the political spectrum, a factuality rating indicating how subjective their printed reporting tends to be, and who funds it. I particularly like their blind spot feed, dedicated to showing you news stories that are underrepresented in the mainstream media. You can check this all out by scanning the QR code on screen or clicking the link below. It's easy to forget how much bias can shape the reality we live in. And in a world where our attention is constantly being fought over, my Vantage plan easily helps me keep up with more important stories slipping through the cracks. So I encourage you to check them out at ground.news/SWU. Subscribe through my link or download the mobile app and enter promo code SWU to save 40% off their Vantage plan. And by subscribing or even gifting it to someone you know, you're helping hold the media accountable and helping my channel directly. Thank you for watching. And how'd you get into you're a dancer at a strip club or several strip clubs?
Cause I was staying with one day I had got kicked out of my ex-boyfriend's house, and I had asked my friend, was she able to keep my cat? Cause I couldn't keep my cat in the car with me the whole day, so it's like I asked her to keep it, and she let me stay with her. She was working at the strip club at the time, and then I went with her to check it out, and then it was kind of like easy, fast money. I was like, okay. It was faster than like my regular job, so it was like I just kept continuing to find better ones, the ones that would work out for me, and I just continued to just strive and find them.
Is the money good?
Yeah, it's like probably like $1,500 a day. $1,500 is on a good day.
That's pretty great.
The lowest probably like 900,000. Yeah.
And you keep that?
Yeah, I keep it. I have a car note to pay. Like I'm trying to get an apartment and stuff. Yeah.
And no pimp or no drug habit?
No, I don't have no pimp. I'm not a hoe. I'm just a stripper. But no, I'm not a drug addict either. I smoke weed. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, try to keep it that way.
Yeah, I don't really go aim to go anything. I don't even really like to drink. Like I've took a drink before, but it's not something I continuously keep doing. But weed, like I've always been smoking weed since I was like 16.
What does it do for you?
It kind of like calms me down in a way. Like if I feel like I'm stressed, like just roll me up a blunt, and I'll smoke, and I'll feel like eased out from whatever was stressing me out. Or if I just have like a lot on my mind, I'll kind of just listen to music, and it'll like tune out all the negative thoughts that's like stressing me out. Yeah.
And you don't have kids?
No, I don't have kids.
You been in love before?
Have I been in love? Well, I thought I was in love. My last relationship, the one that I was getting, I was in a domestic violence relationship. But yeah, that's the reason why I stayed, because I did love him, but we just didn't work out for each other.
And tell me about the work you do. What kind of guys come into the club?
Like it's a lot of men that come into the club. Really, like different men, like all different types of races, to be honest. But it's just like some of them can be like a little freakish and weird. Like it'll be, because some girls in the club do sell pussy in the club, but it's like some men will get the habit of coming into the club thinking that they're going to get some pussy because they've already got pussy from other girls in the club. They'll get into the habit of thinking that every girl in there is supposed to be doing that. So it's like sometimes, 9 times out of 10, half of the men come there looking for some pussy, and it just don't really be that. Like, I'm here to dance. Like, I've had one man, I was sitting down, I was watching my friend do her stage for her 2 songs or whatever. I'm sitting there, he comes over, sits next to me. He's like, So how much is it going to take for me to get you in VIP? I told him how much VIP is, but it seems like he's just trying to lend on to talking about other things like sex and to fuck. I'm like, okay, I'm not doing none of that. Like, I'm not fucking you. You asking for a VIP dance, which is a private session, but I'm not fucking you. And he's like, but that's what you're here to do. I'm like, but that's not here what I'm here to do. I'm a stripper. I'm a dancer. Like, I'm not gonna be fucking you. But he kind of kept just getting mad, and I just went to the back in the locker room, and I just changed and stuff. Came back out, and he was asking other girls to do the same thing. He was basically telling them like $60 to fuck. Like, it was just crazy. Like, they're like weird sometimes. But
Do you see men differently now because of this work? Because of what you've seen?
Yeah, to be honest, a little bit, but not really. I try to not like judge people based off of how I see other people because not everybody is the same. So it's like 50-50, but I would say not really because if I was to meet a man and he was a good guy, I wouldn't look at you like how I look at the guys in the strip club or anything like. So it's like really 50-50. It just depends on.
You still believe in love?
Yeah, I still believe in love. Yeah, like I would get married, I would have kids and have a life, like with my own business and stuff. Yeah.
What's the most you've made in a night?
1563, and that was like on a Friday. Yeah, 15.
And 25 cents.
Yeah, it was like some. I don't even know if I had some change, but yeah, 1563, and it was like on like a Thursday, random Thursday. But
what is it that gets guys to open up their wallets?
to be honest, I kind of just be like on the pole. Like, I didn't know any pole work when I first started working at the strip club. But then as I just kept on going, like I just start like looking at how other girls do certain things, like, and I'll try to test things out and see what works best for me. And I just kind of take like really good, I'll say like, I guess like pride into my looks. So it's like, I feel like it's not about how much like ass a person has, like it's just how you really present yourself and you really can make a guy feel. So it's like, I just really know how to just dance on a pole for real, and I know how to dance. I grew up dancing like in high school and stuff.
Different guys like different body types.
Yeah.
And you're certainly leaner than most. Mm-hmm. How do you process that mentally? Because some of the girls are
I do.
getting their butts.
I love, like, I always, when I was younger, I used to be insecure, like, about how skinny I was. But the more I grew up, I start taking, like, I love, like, how my body looked. Like, no matter, I love how girls with big butts and they're thick and big boobs and all that. I love how they look and they're beautiful. But I just like to embrace what I have, like, to the best of my ability. Like, I love being skinny. I love being tall, long legs, like, so it doesn't really bother me when I see other girls have more than what I do. Like, it's all about what I have, to be honest.
It makes the world go round.
Yeah. And it's like, it's always going to be a guy that likes somebody that looks like me. So it's like. Yep.
Do you have any regrets in your life?
Regrets. I wouldn't say I regret too much in my life because I feel like if I was to regret it, I wouldn't be in the place that I am right now, as much maturity as I do, and I'm able to have different viewpoints of things. Like, I feel like there's a lot of 18-year-old girls and guys my age, like, and they're not at the same mindset as me. So I wouldn't say that I regret anything in my life because I feel like that's just what made me stronger in a way. So I don't really have any regrets, like, really.
Even though you don't use drugs, there's usually a lot of drugs in the club, right?
Nah. I really, to be honest, I can't pay attention. I don't really pay attention to what really girls are doing in the club. The most I see girls is having bottles, like liquor bottles. Like, but that's like normal, I guess, for them. But that's what the most I've seen. I don't see people doing coke or none of that. I've seen like some of the men from the club, like outside the club, like sniffing lines and stuff, but I don't do any drugs. I just smoke weed. That's it. Yeah.
Do you have friends?
Yes, I have one friend. I have actually two friends. They were from my old job. Yeah, they were my really good friends. I talked to them probably like a couple weeks ago, but I've been kind of like in stacking mode, so I kind of been like separating myself from friends for a bit. Like they understand I'm working and I'm trying to get myself together, and in order for me to do that, I'm just trying to cut out all distractions and just save my money and do what I got to do. Yeah.
How do you think this work has changed you?
Um, how do I think this work has changed me? I think more maturity in a way, and it helped me like keep my eyes out more because this is like a dangerous like job as well.
In what ways?
Like I feel like even if there's like cameras in like the strip clubs and stuff, like if you go into like a VIP room, it's like dark and stuff. Like something could easily just transpire within like 15 seconds. Like somebody could drug you, somebody could just try to rape you. You feel me? Like it is creeps in there that come in the strip club wanting to fuck and think that they're really are gonna fuck. So it's like I just feel like it just helps me like keep a better eye out for myself, and I feel like it's helped me save more because when I used to work at my regular job like a 9 to 5, I used to save money, but I used to blow more money more than save it because I just started getting money. So it's like I never really had money to myself. So it's like I was just blowing it. But then once I started touching like stripper money, it was like, okay, it's like so much money coming in. I don't want to just blow $1,000 on just clothes and like, no, I have stuff that I need to take care of. I want to pay my car off. Like, yeah, I want to get an apartment, start my own business. So it's like those things come with saving and stuff. So I feel like it helped me like build a better mindset as far as like saving and my goals and stuff that I really want to build for.
Do you think you're addicted to the fast money?
A little bit, yeah. But then I feel like once I'm gonna start my business as well, I feel like that will be fast money as well. But I'll be working on my own time though. Really, I'll be working on my clients' time because they're the one that's gonna be booking me. But at the same time, I'll be building my schedule. But that's why I really want to get into like lashes and nails and stuff because they make really a lot of money. So it's like that would be something I would be passionate about doing too.
Do you ever get depressed?
I used to be depressed and like all that stuff when I was like probably I would say like 16. I was going through it like when my dad went to jail, and I was going through a lot with my mom in high school and stuff. Like high school was a really rough time for me. I was going through it a lot, and it was like school was like just not motivating me at all. Like I was barely gonna graduate high school, but I just pushed myself to do it because there was a lot of people that was doubting me and just saying that I wasn't gonna make it. So I just had to prove them wrong. Like regardless of what I'm going through, I'm not gonna let that dictate how my life is gonna be. So it's like I graduated high school, got that over with. Yeah. I didn't do none of my senior activities or anything like prom or like Six Flags, whatever that stuff is. Like I didn't do none of that. I did the last month of my high school senior year online, and I was working every day. And I was in continuation school and stuff. Yep.
If you had your life to live all over again, what would you have done differently?
I would have had tried to build a better relationship with my mom. I feel like that dictated where everything went left. And once I start going through it a lot, it was like that's kind of what made me the person I am now. So most definitely a better relationship with my mom. It would have changed a lot of things. Like I would probably be in a different situation right now. I'll probably be like in college somewhere, like at a HBCU and stuff like that.
What about your relationship with your dad?
I have a good relationship with my dad. I haven't seen him since 2021, but we talk on the phone. I just recently got back in contact with him on his birthday, July 15th. I hadn't talked to him for a full year. We were beefing over something something little. Like he had asked me for money, and I kind of got upset because I had a lot of stuff to pay for at the time. He knew, and he just kept like, it kind of felt like he was bugging me about money, but it was kind of just a misunderstanding we had. But I recently got in contact with him, and then that's how I found out about my brother being in jail. And then I went to his court date like last week.
Did you ever imagine that you might end up as a stripper when you were a young girl?
A little bit, yeah, because when I used to see like little videos like on Musical.ly, and then when I used to watch movies, like, and I'll see like strippers, like I'll just think that that's just so cool, like what they do, like it's just dancing.
You saw it as something cool.
Yeah, I liked like the little image of being a little stripper or whatever, like, you feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Just dancing and expressing it on the pole. Yeah, and it's kind of like soothing sometimes on the pole, like listening to songs like on the pole, and then you're dancing, and then, yeah.
Has this increased your self-esteem, or does it hurt it?
I think it increases it a bit. I be looking like back at videos like when I'm stripping, and like, damn, I look good as fuck.
It's got to do something to it because you're standing in front of a whole bunch of horny men naked.
Yeah. But then at the same time, too, I don't get all the way naked. Like,
Oh, you don't?
no. Like, some girls will pull everything off and strip. No. I don't really need to do all that. It doesn't take all that just to get a little something out of them.
What have you learned about men from doing this kind of work?
That there is a lot of men with wives that sneak off to find other women to feed into their needs.
A lot of these guys are married.
Yeah, a lot of guys are married and they have kids at home waiting for them. They literally have to be at home at dinner right now as they're looking at you. And then some guys will literally like pay for VIPs, and they'll just sit there and talk about their problems at home. Like, it's crazy. Yeah.
Tracy, let me ask you one last question. What would you say is the most important lesson you've learned in your life?
I would say no matter what you're going through, don't let it dictate who you are as a person. Always keep going and strive for better in your life. That's what I would say. I'll always live up to aiming for better in my life and not just sticking in the same exact position I am. Like, I don't want to be here in the next year or two, like 5 years from now. I don't want to be in the same place. Like, I always want to elevate myself, and I always want to be a better me.
That's great. All right, Tracy, thank you so much for sharing your story.
Thank you.
I wish you lots of luck.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. When I was designing the first Soft-White Underbelly book, I realized that there were so many great portraits that weren't going to make it into that book. They just wouldn't fit. And once I saw how well that first book sold, I knew I'd have to design a second book. This second book is finally ready to ship. Like the first one, this book has a collection of some of the best portraits from Soft-White Underbelly, accompanied by a quote from that person's interview. This book features another group of Rebecca portraits, as well as a collection of color images of the Whitaker family, and plenty of others. You can order yours for $125 or $150 for a signed copy at softwhiteunderbelly.org. Again, like the first book, once this book is sold out, I will not be printing more of them. The portraits are what Soft-White Underbelly is all about, and these two books contain the best of all that work. Thank you for watching.